Welcome to the Pokemon Presidential Debate. Pokemon Plushies. Running for Pokemon President for McTotodile Piplup 22. So with that, here we go. Each person will get a question and they'll have a minute to answer that. So with that, we'll first start off with Mudkip. Okay, Mudkip. Here is your question today. When you become president, how do you describe the way it feels? And how do you think you should make it better? Starting now. Okay, the reason why I believe I should be president, and I'm honored to be a president, is because I know I can do something good for the economy, and I can do something good for YouTube, and make Pokemon a better place for YouTube. Make it a lot more popular, and make lots of good storylines and that kind of stuff. Now I know this is only for make money, well, to make Totodile Piplup 22, but I believe that this is a great opportunity to impress other people to bring on those storylines which are bigger and better. And I see that's how we could do it. And I think that's how we can improve Pokemon and make it higher and bigger of an idea. So, that is my reason why. For your question, you've just answered me. Thank you very much. Exactly hits a minute. Okay, now the next. Okay, Piplup. Piplup. Aim the camera at Piplup. Mudkip, you can get off the stage. Okay. Piplup, you may come up. This is your question for the day. Okay. If you become president, how can you make YouTube videos better? Starting now. Okay. The way how I explain this is basically there's people in this world who hate Pokemon. But I think we can make it a better storyline if, and I said if, we can make better storylines for Pokemon. Better storylines for Pokemon means bigger and more views. Instead of making them just like little tiny itty bitty Pokemon world, we need it advanced in life. That's what we need for the TV shows and the games. We don't need that for Pokemon plush toys. I don't think that it's the perfect idea. Yes, I think we should still have storylines, but I don't think it would be perfect enough to have just storyline shows. I think we should have just like random videos of Pokemon plush toys. And that's how some people can get very successful in this. That's mine. Exactly a minute again. Now, next up will be Chimchar. So Chimchar, when I tell you, I'll tell you the question. Now Chimchar, how do you think that the videos, if you win, how do you think they would, let's say, how would you make them better? Let's just stick with that. Starting now. Okay, this is my reason why. Wait, what was the question again? I'm stupid, I'm sorry. Oh man, okay, stop the time for that. The question was, how would you make the YouTube videos better when they hit YouTube? You get minus 10 seconds on this, but you can start now. Okay, well, finally, I get it now. So what are some good ideas that I could put into the videos? I think good videos that we could put on are like storylines of a war, which some people have, like Outcasts and 101 Conan has Pokemon War. And while we have Pokemon Plush Wars as well, I think we can progress on that. I am a main character on the show. I believe that I can make it better for this big situation. So, thank you very much for the opportunity for this. And yes, vote for Chimchar, you guys. Okay, now next person to come up is Banary. Okay, Banary. Your question is, do you try and persuade people to vote for you because you were the only woman running for president? No. Okay, YouTube people, yes. On my YouTube account, it does talk a lot about me being a woman and running for president and changing the U.S. history and that kind of stuff. Yes, that is what I'm trying to tell you guys. What I'm also trying to tell you guys is that women and men are equal. Now, I think you shouldn't just vote for a woman just because they're a woman to make history. I think you need to look at their politics, and I think you need to look at everybody's accomplishments and how this would work out before you start voting. Because you may just vote for somebody because they're a Democrat or a Republican, but that's really not going to matter. It depends on, everybody is different. That's all I'm really going to have to say. Everybody is completely different, and you can't change that. Nobody can change that at all. But this presidential thing, let's get back to that. Yes, a woman president would be amazing to have. But if I become president, I'm not going to change as much as what everybody else is saying. I don't think that's the problem here. The problem is that people are making fun of Pokemon, and that they're thinking it's not cool, when, yeah, the TV show isn't really cool. The game is really fun, and you can collect these guys. So, yeah, that is mine. Okay, next person up will be Chingling. Chingling, now on your profile, it says that just to vote for you, and you'll make better changes, and that you love everybody who is voting. Do you love the people who don't vote for you? I wouldn't love them as much, obviously, but I would still love them, because you know what? They are helping change YouTube for Pokemon, and I respect that. Their plush toys and everything, that's cool. But if they don't vote for me, they're just losing it, basically. They're losing cool videos that are coming up, and you're gonna lose them. You're gonna lose them and get some weird videos from any Pokemon. We don't know. And I believe that I should be in history of the first Pokemon president. Thank you. Okay, that was a little bit quick, so now we've got 3 candidates left. Next person up is Boizel. Okay, Boizel. Now, if somebody threatened us to start a war, how would you try and persuade them to not start the war? I would try and basically keep our property safe. That's the first thing. And I would persuade them by just trying to solve it. And why they're angry at me, I wouldn't have no idea. But if a war did start, then that'd be pretty bad. And I don't think that'd be right. And I wouldn't control that. I don't think that's a good possibility. And I'd persuade them, and yeah, that's how I would. Okay, we got 2 candidates left. Next person up is Shinx. Okay, Shinx, on your profile it says, vote for you because you're electric Pokemon. And yeah, that really doesn't make any sense. How are you going to add that? I'm going to add it by basically showing them that I am a good Pokemon and I can run for office. Other people, they may be as good, but not as good as me. That's really all I have to say. Okay, and Riolu, you're the last person of the day. Your question is basically the same as Boizel, but if you did start a war, how would you start it? First of all, I wouldn't start a war unless it was something very big. Now, like, if it was some attack by some Pokemon, then yes, I would. But I do not confiscate in wars. Okay, that was our Pokemon presidential debate, and make sure to vote for any of these 8 contestants, and we'll have the vice presidential soon. Goodbye, YouTube.